just saw
Passengers.
Chris Pratt,
Jennifer Laurence.
and Michael Sheen.
And Laurence Fishburne. But it's really the Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence
Andy
show.
Garcia at the very end.
He was in this. And did he say a word?
Didn't say a word.
No.
Okay, so first of all, the trailer looked really interesting.
Yes.
You know, they have this scene in the trailer where she is floating in zero gravity in a ball of water.
Yes, that was definitely in the trailer. That is probably the most exciting part of the movie.
I was waiting the whole time to see that scene. I was like, let me see that scene. I want to see how they do it. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see where it goes, how it does. I was waiting the whole time, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was in that. Of course, it's kind of all in the trailer, though. But no, it led up to that. So, in full disclosure, I like this movie.
I didn't.
Yeah, so we're definitely on difference of opinion. I bought into the charm of the leads. I thought Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence had incredible chemistry, and I bought into the love story, and it made me like the movie.
I think I worry. They call that? Confirmation bias? Is that what they call it?
Possibly, yeah.
So
well, it depends on what context.
I looked at the rating on Rotten Tomatoes before I saw the movie, and they were gave it a 38. And so I went in. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, I understand. That would be confirmation bias. You use that in the context.
Yeah, right.
I saw the same review. Did not have super high expectations, but I did like the trailer. And I love Chris Pratt and I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, we saw it in 3D, which I would say.
I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, well, you definitely want it. For me, you would definitely want, if you're going to see it in 3D, because the only thing worth seeing really is the spectacle of it. Now,
the visuals are pretty great.
The visuals are good. The chemistry between Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence is very good. Now, it's interesting that I would say their names because I'm leaving this movie. I know their names. They're Jim and Aurora, but they're the only two characters in the whole movie, and they say their names a handful of times. And but
yeah, no, but it's not like you lose them. There's two characters in the movie,
and you're like, yo, this is Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt, and this is Jennifer Lawrence being Jennifer Lawrence.
It's a fair assessment. Yeah. I think they disappear into it a little bit more than Ian does, but no,
Yeah, it's sort of like this movie could have been not science fiction. It could have been on a pirate ship. It could have been on a deserted island. It could have been one of a million things.
I don't know how you would do the narrative lead. I think it works as a science fiction story. It's not its strength. It has a lot of narrative conveniences for the sake of the plot that just exist. Yeah, and you either buy into that or you don't. Ian didn't. I did. I really thought it. Mostly because I bought into the love story, and the love story, for me at least, was enough that I was willing to forgive the contrivances of the plot.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't. I just kept finding myself going, let me get this straight. So,
let's try not to spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's like, so technology at the level of them is like magic.
Practically, yeah.
It's magic to me and you.
Exactly.
Right? So, when they needed it,
yeah,
the magic worked. And
absolutely.
When they didn't need it, the magic didn't work. And quite many times I was thinking like, wait a second, why doesn't it work? Why can't they figure this out? This doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This just seems silly. Why are they doing it this way? I feel like there's other ways they should be doing this or could be doing this. And so I got caught up in sort of that piece of it. Mm-hmm. I get the love story, and I really even like the main conceit of the movie, like, what would you do?
Exactly.
I don't like how they sort of reference it in the movie in a way that diminishes the strongest conceit, you know?
But the trailers don't make clear what's happening with them. So it's probably not.
I'm not going to talk about it, but they sum it up in a way that sort of diminishes the gravity of the situation for me. Mm-hmm. And just very convenient. Things happen very convenient, and you know, honestly, there were a couple things that were surprising, but basically I was like, man, I know exactly what's going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. 10 minutes going.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know,
There's a
it's not
predictability
the plot is not groundbreaking. The script is not the strongest suit of this movie. But all in all, like I said, I didn't love this movie. It's not the best movie I've seen all year. But by the same token, I absolutely did not hate this movie. I like this movie a lot.
The practical effects were very good. Okay, they were very, very good.
How much do you think was practical? I got a lot of
A
it's
lot
gotta
of it,
be
a lot
CG.
of it was practical. But I liked a lot of the practical, and I liked a lot of the CG. But occasionally, there was some CG that was like, oh my god, like okay, there's the green screen. Here's what they're doing. This is where they're doing it. They're standing on this stage. You know, it just seemed like I didn't lose myself. In the spectacle.
I did, and I totally bought in. I was there for the whole run of the love story. I like this movie a lot. I would give it.
He cried.
I did. I cry at movies, though. That is
cried.
I did. I cried during Passengers unapologetically. I was moved.
You weren't gonna mention it.
Listen, I don't need to mention every time I cry in a movie. I cry at much worse movies than this. I'm not even embarrassed to mention this. There are much worse things I've cried at. I cry at movies. I cry at commercials. I'm emotional. I'm in touch with my feelings.
For me, there was charm in this, but not a lot of charm.
I thought this movie works for me because of the charm, because I totally buy the romantic chemistry between Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence with Jim and Aurora. I would give it not an outstanding rating, but I give it a 70 out of 100. I thought it was a very decent flick.
Oh, okay, I'll give it a 60 out of 100. So there you go.
See, that's not. Listen, considering the reviews, the chances that we would actually like it, but Ian would not recommend it. I would.
Yeah, if you saw the trailer and you were like, I don't know, I'd say stay home.
If you love Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, I'd say go see this. I really would. I mean, it's no Guardians of the Galaxy or Hunger Games, but it's still, they have great chemistry.
And so there you have it. Listen, thanks for watching the review. Share the video. If you want to see a movie, hit me up. I'll go see whatever you want to see.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, like it and subscribe, definitely. All right. Peace and love. Peace and love. See you soon.